that a good one?
It's Monday morning, the start of another work week. I'm heading to the gym right now, then to the clinic for a few patients, and then I'm gonna just wait for the boys to get home. I don't have anyone in the evening today. I think Maria is gonna get a massage at the clinic later on in the evening because she's off today. I think her mom's getting a massage too. And I stepped on the scale again today and 166.5. I didn't lose any weight. Surprisingly though, I had a 10K run yesterday. I didn't eat anything crazy. Early dinner as well. So I did all the things right. The only thing I could think of is yesterday I wasn't truly a 166.5. Maybe the scale was a little off. So I decided to step on the scale that my parents gave me for my birthday just to see if it might be different, it might be lighter, and it said I was 168.6. So I will step back on the reliable scale. Well, I don't know if it's reliable. Maybe it's unreliable, and I'm really 168.6. But I'm going to go with the 165 or 166.5. Oops. Yes. And this guy is up early watching Netflix. Are you watching Netflix? What movie is this?
It's emojis.
Emojis. I don't know that movie. You have school today. March break is done, right? March break is finished.
What?
March break is finished.
Aw.
You have school today.
Meow.
Are you going to show off your new haircut to everyone in school?
No.
Yeah. Another 10-kilometer run today, and again it was an easy 10 kilometers. I could have kept going, but I decided to keep it at 10K. Don't want to push it too much, don't want to do too much too soon. It seems like the lighter I'm getting, the easier it is to do the 10 kilometers, or maybe I'm just getting accustomed to the distance again, who knows. But I did my 10-kilometer run, plus I did some chest and biceps and some core. Now I'm going to head to the clinic for a few patients.
TGIM! I want to say thank God it's Monday because March break is over and Tristan and Mason went back to school this morning and I have the day off. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I work 4 days a week at the hospital for 10-hour shifts, which then gives me 1 day off during the week. So yes, it makes for a long day sometimes, but I mean, I've worked before 8-hour shifts and wouldn't go home until 30 minutes or even an hour after, depending on our patient load. So in this way, I do work 10 hours a day, but I am guaranteed that 1 day a week.
All done with the patients this morning. I'm going to head home now, get some lunch, and then finish a bunch of my Lego projects that I have.
So my days off sort of rotate. I don't know what other word there is for it really, but for example, on day one, I'm off Monday. On week one, I'm off Monday. On week two, I'm off Tuesday. That by week 5, I'm off on Friday, and the following week is another week 1. So every 5 weeks, I'm actually guaranteed a long weekend, which is nice. During summer or warmer days, I actually try to organize road trips and drive somewhere, stay over somewhere so we can see a city across the border or even just around our area.
I just finished reviewing the UCS Slave 1 for my Brick Adjuster channel. Now I just have to review the minifigures, but I usually do that with the boys, so I'll wait for them to get home. And then they can tell us what their favorite parts are. But that's for the review, not for this video.
It really just all depends on our scheduling and how busy Nick could be at the clinic at any given time. But this coming May and October, I've already booked my long weekends to go use my mom's timeshare, which she doesn't really use as much. So I figured if she's already paid for it, we might as well take full advantage. Right now, it's just approaching 9, and I have an appointment with Toyota. I have a Highlander, and I have to get it checked out. Oil change, and apparently 3 hours of some other things. I'm not really sure. Filter change, tire rotation, all that fun stuff. My mom's going to pick me up from the dealership so that I can go to the gym with her. And then hopefully my car will be ready to pick up after that. I also have to go to my accountant to drop off our year-end stuff so he can start working on it. I hope to get a refund!
I just finished my second review for the Brick Adjuster channel of this pirate chess set. This is the one that Tristan just learned how to play chess, and he's gotten really good now. So here are the pirates on one side and the soldiers on the other. Now I just have to wait for the boys to get home so we can review all these different minifigures. A bunch of them are doubles, I think, though.
Nick and I watched Walking Dead, second last episode of this season, and they're in that little quaint town. However, we see, spoiler alerts, Rick Grimes going nuts. So there's one last episode left to this season, and it's supposedly 90 minutes long, so we'll see how it concludes. I haven't actually read any of the Walking Dead graphic novels yet, although I have many friends who do, and they say it's really, really amazing, and I should get on it. But you know, there's 100 books that's already beside my table that I'm reading all the time. Well, not all the time, but one on top of the other. But I will. Commuting in the morning before 9 p.m. can be gross. I actually take the highway to get to the garage that I'm going to, but look at this lineup. I'm not used to this. I live so close to the hospital, I rarely get caught in any traffic. So. And
I just finished reviewing this third set of this Valentine's date scene. We've had this one sitting over here for the longest time. Just hadn't gotten around to doing the review, but I did it right now. Now I'm just gonna wait again for the boys so they can say their favorite parts and help me with the minifigures.
I was hoping that I could drop by Starbucks this morning. I don't think I can. I know the garage usually has complimentary coffee, but you know, it's sometimes yummy and sometimes not yummy. Last night I actually finished reading I'll Give You the Sun. I actually finished reading it while I was on the elliptical yesterday at the gym. I was on there for 75 minutes. So I didn't do any weights at all, so I should do weights today. But I was able to finish that amazing book. It took me a good, 15% of it to get used to the language. But it was really well written. It's a young adult fiction. And again, I feel like a lot of them are very well written, very well expressed. And now I'm hoping to read Ruby, which is one of the Oprah recommended books of, I think, the season or the month. So we'll see how that goes. I also have 4 or 5 others on my list. It never ends. And I'm still reading 100-Foot Journey. I am 3/4 done. It's just that I get so hungry every time I read it. I need like some sort of like Indian food, or, well, now we're actually in the French food part. But yeah, I am just hungry all the time. So it's a very dangerous book to read when I haven't eaten anything yet. Finally got here. And just in time for my service. Now I have the waiting area. So I just got a call from my mom saying she's on her way to pick us up. We're going to Lifetime Gym. Yay! Just trying to down all the caffeine I have. It's actually not too bad today. I got some vanilla cappuccino. Enough caffeine, hopefully, to help me with my cardio. I just realized you forgot your shoes. How are you going to walk around here, buddy? You're going to walk in your socks. Just don't lose your socks, because I know you like to put them in your mouth. All right? Here's my mommy. Thanks for getting us. Yay. For lunch, we're going to my mom's favorite place, Pita and Grill, and I'm going to get a shawarma and a falafel. Before he gets his chicken shawarma dinner, which he likes, we are going to start with an appetizer of some organic fruits. This one has apricots in it, apples, and millet. Delish, babe? Hayden! This is what Hayden is eating. His shawarma chicken dinner. Delicious. I'll have the salad. I like my falafel, though. And my mom likes her chicken shawarma. What are you eating? How are you? Yes.
Maria's home. Let's go scare her now. Ah! Is that a good one? Just checking the mail, see if we have any packages or letters. Nothing for me. Just a bunch of letters and a book. Magazine. Just got home from dropping Maria off so she can get her car. This guy is just passed out. And I'm just waiting for the boys to get
home from getting a massage at our clinic. I got a 1-hour massage from our massage therapist. She's so good. Anyhow, I love talking to her because all we talk about are Comic-Cons and fan expos and trips and all these silly fun things. She was supposed to go to Comic-Con this past weekend in Toronto, but for some reason her plans got waysided. But that said, she's still planning perhaps to go to Comic-Con this June. Another thing I just did was pick up the car. I had a 3, 4, 5 hour maintenance. It's an annual maintenance when your car is between 55,000 to 60,000. I feel like I wouldn't know any of these rules if I owned my own car. Anyhow, when I got there, I actually got a letter from Toyota saying that they had this awesome sales event and I should come and check in. So when I went to my sales rep, he's like, Maria, you need a Sienna. Actually, no. I came to him and said, I think I need a Sienna. And I never wanted to have a van. See, it's never good to say never. Because now with my people growing, I feel like I need a van. I feel like I'm going to be that van mom. Anyhow, I told him, well, I don't want to have a larger monthly payment than what I was used to, and yada, what can you get me? And I still want my extended warranties. So I don't know. He said he might be able to get me some sort of a cool deal. He has talked to his manager. I do have a more formal meeting with him to assess the value of my car this Wednesday after work. But I also went ahead and called our car insurance, and I would even save another, I think, $1,000 a year. No, that's wrong. No, I would be saving about $200 a year if I went to get a van. So I think that's a win-win, isn't it? And more space and more trunk space, because Nick's all worried about how to get his mops to the Philly Brick Fest. I think he was going to leave one of the kids home so he can bring his mops to the Philly. What I do now when I get home is to actually read all the reviews on Sienna, because I don't know, I am a loyalist. I really like driving Toyotas, and I've been driving them for many years now. The very first car I ever got was a Corolla, and it served me for a very long time. So right now I have a Highlander and I love it. It drives like a little car, but it's I guess a big car, and I'm a little person, so it kind of looks funny according to all of my friends. But I actually learned how to drive my mom's van when I was younger. So van driving isn't a very big thing to me. Maybe I am the super duper van driver. But I'm kind of excited because when we got this Highlander, it was sort of like a last minute knee-jerk kind of purchase, because the car we had before that was going to die. So I had to get something, and I was getting nervous about the state of the old car, that I ended up getting a Highlander, thinking, I love Highlanders. I really want a Highlander. It's going to be big enough. And suddenly, Tristan's saying, my knees are getting too long. My legs are getting too long for sitting in the Highlander. And then when we start to open up the third row of seats, we actually lose our trunk space. So I think I have to plunge into this van life. And I did go to the gym earlier today. I was able to do about 60 minutes on the elliptical machine. I wasn't aiming to do that long, but one of the guys that Nick used to run with, he actually was looking for an elliptical buddy, call it. And when you chat with somebody when you're working out, holy cow, the time just goes really quickly. And I think that's how I was into running a long time ago, when I was able to talk to people when I was running outdoors. But yeah, I was able to put another 60 minutes away on the elliptical machine, which is a good thing. But I didn't get to do weights, or not as much weights as I was hoping to. I only was able to do legs and just a regular leg extension, leg flex, calf raise. What else I do? I did some lunges. Okay, maybe I did quite do some legs. I take that back. Oh my gosh, it's like traffic everywhere. How can I ever get home from here? This is ridiculous.
So if you enjoyed our family vlog and you want to see more, click that like button and subscribe. Also leave a comment in the comment section. We love to hear your thoughts. And if you want to see yesterday's vlog of Hayden climbing up the stairs for the first time, the link is in the description below. See you guys next time.